So much news and drama that went down today. I mean, this is huge. I mean, we have stuff from Pokimane, we have stuff from Twitch, we have stuff from Joe Rogan, but the first story of today comes from Ethan Klein from H3 Productions. Okay, so H3 made a Keemstar exposed video today. It's called Content Nuke Keemstar, okay? This is a very long video where H3 goes and tries to expose Keemstar for the things that he said and done in the past.
Many of you may have seen my last video in which I defended myself against the accusations that I am the most evil man alive. And the explanation that we gave was adequate for everyone, except one man, the Camellius Reptilius, also known as Killer Keemstar.
So this video from Ethan made a lot of support, but there was a lot of people over Twitter who also called out Ethan here for bringing up Etika. Now, if you don't know what happened here, about a year ago, a very well-respected and loved streamer and YouTuber known as Etika passed away. Now, this was an extremely sad moment for the community, and eventually it was confirmed that Etika did commit suicide. He took his own life. And in this video, Ethan brings up a bunch of Keemstar's comments and his interview with Etika before this actually happened.
3 days later, Keemstar is tagging Etika and putting as much tension on him as possible. Retweet if you want an interview with Etika. And then people start giving him shit in the comments. Leave him alone. Give him some time to rest. Suck a dick. I run a news channel. I'm going to get my viewers the news. I don't give a fuck about your fake social justice warrior emotions on Twitter for attention. This really shows how Keemstar views Etika more as a commodity than a person. Keemstar's channel performance is way more important than the well-being of Etika.
But a lot of YouTubers came out today and defended Keemstar on this and said that it was wrong for Ethan to bring up Etika in this video at all. Now, Etika's ex-girlfriend known as Alice tweeted out saying, "Really sad to see people blaming Keemstar again. He was in no way responsible for Etika's actions." Let's think about it some more. One of Etika's goals was to be on Drama Alert because he respected that man. They were friendly behind the scenes. Desmond was actually unwell and sick. I know he helped attract a lot of negative attention. It's just really hard to explain to Desmond's fans that our boy was literally mentally unwell, that the reason for it goes so much deeper than cyberbullying. It's really hard to do because he's not there to defend himself. So in short, I understand why Keem's past makes it really hard for others to change that opinion, so don't go thinking that I'm trying to make a divide between those who like and unlike him. This is just my take on the situation. This is the most difficult conversation to have. Please don't think I'm trying to absolve Keem of the wild shit he has said. Now, the YouTuber, a kid behind a camera, this is the guy behind the Angry Grandpa show on YouTube, he tweeted this out at Keemstar. Just watch this.
But I want to tell a quick story. When my father passed away, Keemstar called me. He was one of the first people to call me. And he told me that he was sorry that my father passed away and he was a legend. And if there was anything he could do, let him know. And of course, you know, you're like, oh, of course, you know, I'm fine. Thanks for calling. And I told him that I wasn't going to go to my own father's funeral. I wasn't going to go because I wasn't mentally prepared for that. And Keem kept telling me, Michael, you can't miss your father's funeral. You have to go to it. You're going to regret it for the rest of your life. And this is the kind of guy Keemstar is. To keep me from missing my own father's funeral, he came to it. He wasn't going to come to the funeral. You know, he's a busy man. He does a lot. But he took the first flight out the next morning to Charleston. And he came to the funeral just so I would go.
Now, the YouTuber Boogie298 had a different perspective on this. He tweeted out saying, "One more thing on Keemstar. Yes, last summer when I was suicidal, he added me to a chat and tried to help, but after he realized his advice of just stop being sad didn't work, he got quickly frustrated. He called me weak. He said I faked my mental illness. No love lost." So you have lots of YouTubers and streamers coming out with their own opinions on Keemstar and Drama today over Twitter, and Keemstar himself is going to be responding to Ethan Klein tomorrow. He tweeted out saying, "Fuck Ethan Klein, I will be responding." And he says it's going to be a two-part response, and part one of Etika is coming out tomorrow. Now, a huge update just came out from this story. It looks like G Fuel might have actually dropped Keemstar here. That's right. For some reason, if you go to Keemstar's page on G Fuel, it says 404 not found. And then it looks like they took Keemstar off of their branding on the website. They've completely removed him off of everything here. So if this is really the case, then H3 could have actually gotten Keemstar's sponsors taken away. So here's the thing. I've gotten hundreds of tweets today of people saying that they're going to subscribe to me because they're upset with Drama and Keemstar and that they hate them now because of this exposed video. Really quickly, guys, please do not subscribe to me out of spite for hating Drama and Keemstar, okay? Seriously, don't. I mean, like, if you enjoy my content, subscribe, but if you don't, then don't subscribe to me. And our next story today comes from the YouTuber and streamer known as Pokimane. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys know what happened a couple days ago, but if you don't don't know what happened here, Pokimane reacted to a commentary YouTuber's video. This guy's name is Gundam. He made a video talking about Pokimane's simp fans, and it was a joking video, and people really enjoyed this video. Pokimane decided to react to this on her stream, and she even went after Gundam's own sponsorships here on her stream. Just watch this.
And I will say, for this company to sponsor a video that's literally 20 minutes of talking shit about me, you will never see. Dude, your website's so ass it won't even load. But if you ever reach out to me, if I ever see you in my inbox, on site. On fucking site. Like, no company should do that just about ever. Oh, is this a video where some random dude behind a VR machine calls a girl a thought for 20 minutes? Really want to put my logo on that one.
So the YouTuber who Pokimane went after in this video came out with his own response to Pokimane today on YouTube, and he claims here that because of Pokimane talking about this on her stream, apparently he has lost a sponsorship so far. Just watch this.
And the sad thing is, I didn't walk away from this unscathed. I had a sponsorship kind of lined up with like a big video game company. Let's just say they're big enough that E3, they had their own press conference and special presentations. Yeah, that kind of went. So I hope you're happy, folks.
Now the YouTuber Boblax has a history with Pokimane, and he posted this video to Twitter. Just watch this.
So a year ago, Pokimane false copyright striked a video. That video was mine. It had a 12-second segment of just Pokimane's tweet in it, alongside a bunch of other tweets and a bunch of other people's stuff. 12 seconds of a 12-minute video. Pokimane said that was not fair use, took it down with a false copyright strike, because obviously only 12 seconds of a Twitter video within your own video is fair use, but her argument is that I didn't commentate in it, so that kind of doesn't make it transformative in whatever way. Either way, that's the reason she used. She took it down, and then once people started covering it, in particular Kavos, it was before PewDiePie covered it, to be fair to her, but once Kavos covered it, she got in contact with me and tried to fix it. Unfortunately, at that point, the copyright strike already timed out. It's been going on for 2 months. Either way, because I got in contact with her, I was able to get an apology from her, and she was able to tell me her reasoning to doing it, and she seemed pretty sincere. I thought she would change, honestly, right? She said the reason was she doesn't want people to see her in a negative light, and she wanted to take it down so people would just stop talking about the drama. Now, we have a similar situation with It's a Gundam, where she doesn't want people talking about her in a negative light and talking about her fans in a negative light, so she decides to go after his sponsors in order to punish him for making that video. And I guarantee you, if she didn't have the copyright strike controversy with me earlier, she would either try to take down his video with a copyright strike or a community guideline strike in order to silence any criticism, because she absolutely cannot stand people talking bad about her. There has been other smaller drama scenarios between this one and mine with Pokimane, and since I had open DMs with her, I always tried to talk with her and be like, yo, hey, maybe you should say this, or maybe you should do that. Or every time I reached out to her, she tried to make some sort of excuse like, oh, I cover drama, or I'm being hypocritical, or something along those lines. Her ego got in the way. She has not learned from the situation, and she will never learn, and that's why I don't like Pokimane.
Now, speaking of Pokimane, she accidentally clicked a hyperlink on her stream today that showed porn.
Wait, we saw this, right?
So after Pokimane did this on her stream, obviously she deleted the VOD very quickly here, and she has not been banned yet, which is actually kind of concerning to people because streamers get banned for accidentally sharing nudity on their stream all the time. I mean, just this week we talked about a streamer, a friend of mine known as Arab, who accidentally shared nudity on his stream, and he got banned on Twitch as well within 60 minutes. So for some reason, it looks like Twitch has a double standard here where they are banning certain streamers for sharing accidental nudity, but they aren't banning other streamers. I mean, it's kind of insane to me. The streamer liked and tweeted out saying, Pokimane accidentally showed Pornhub on stream. She shouldn't get banned by common sense standards. She should get banned by Twitch's BS standards. She won't get banned by Twitch's double standards. Now, at least the funny part about this story is that a lot of memes have been created over this Pokimane clip. Just watch this.
Wait, we saw this, right?
Now, our next story of today comes from Twitch. If you don't know, recently Twitch started something called the Safety Advisory Council, and they ended up recruiting a bunch of people to help Twitch make decisions and policy changes for the entire platform. Now, one of these people that they hired is known as Steph, okay? So right after Steph got this position to actually make changes on Twitch, she went on her stream and said that people should be scared of her.
But I'm hanging in there, and I'm not going anywhere. I have power. They can't take it away from me. And honestly, you know, there are some people that should be afraid of me, and that they are, because I represent moderation and diversity, and I'm gonna come for hurtful, harmful people. If you're a really shitty person, I'm gonna stand up against you. Period. And Twitch is endorsing me to do that, so.
Liffy tweeted out saying, the problem isn't that you're trans, a girl, or roleplay as a deer. It's the fact that you're flaunting your power, saying that people should be afraid of you, reassuring that Twitch fully endorses you. You're showing signs of someone who could abuse their power. And that's right, a lot of people are saying here that Steph should actually step down from Twitch's safety council now. The YouTuber Leon Lush tweeted out saying, I have power and they can't take it away from me. Yes, this is definitely who we want fairly moderating the biggest streaming platform on the internet. Now, an ex-Twitch staff member known as Shannon tweeted out today saying, imagine being represented not only a marginalized community, but also the broader Twitch community, and just immediately ruining it with power-crazed rants. The hate she's getting is entirely unacceptable, but that doesn't erase or justify her conduct. She should be removed. So Twitch actually had to come out with a statement over this because of how many people got upset over Steph making these statements on her stream. So this statement comes from the Twitch CEO himself. It says here, we said in our blog post that we were looking for the council to advise on a variety of things, from advising on new policies to promoting healthy streaming habits, but we could have been clearer about tasks the council will not be involved with. Council members will not take moderation decisions, nor will they have access to any details on specific moderation cases. They are not Twitch employees, and they do not speak on Twitch's behalf. While we value their opinions and their right to share them, they are independent actors who will have their opinions but aren't shared either by Twitch, Twitch employees, or even by their own members of the council. Nevertheless, we believe that having diverse viewpoints will ultimately make the council and its recommendations stronger and ultimately be better for our community. Now, the former Twitch staff member responded to this saying, Emmett, no, you can denounce trolls and haters, but allowing someone to literally say I have power, people should fear me, to remain on a council that is meant to represent the community is not only irresponsible, it's cowardly. Take the appropriate action, don't ruin this. The rest of the council members are people who have overwhelming support from the community, including academics and those who look forward to things from a place of maturity. Not removing her is hypocritical and destroys the validity of the council. Severely disappointed. Now, our next story today comes from Joe Rogan. I'm sure most of us know who Joe Rogan is at this point. Absolutely massive, has the biggest podcast in the world, and obviously I'm sure many of you guys watch his podcast on YouTube if you're a fan of his. Well, it turns out that Joe Rogan will be leaving YouTube in 2021. He just recently signed an exclusive deal with Spotify. He posted his Instagram saying, announcement, the podcast is moving to Spotify. Starting on September 1st, the podcast will be available on Spotify as well as all platforms, and then at the end of the year, it will be moving exclusively to Spotify, including the video version. It will remain free and it will be the exact same show. It's just a licensing deal, so Spotify